Hello everyone, super good morning. Are the lights low? Just give me a moment.
Good morning.
This is perfect now. Hello everyone, good morning. Let me see your beautiful faces.
Good
Amazing.
morning.
Welcome to yet another uniquely amazing session that I have brought for you all. I'm so excited and feeling thrilled to meet you all today. I hope I'm audible to you. Can somebody confirm me by raising their hands? And my video is also visible for you. So you can see me, you can hear me. Okay, perfect. Thanks a lot, Sharvari. I'm so excited. I'm feeling thrilled to meet you all today. Let me see who all have joined. I see Sharvari, then I see Amrita, Lakshmi, Veena, Hima, Poonam, Kirti, Madhuri. I see Ashruti. Great going, guys. So thank you so much. I'm loving the vibe of this room. Um, I know that this is a Sunday morning. You could have been anywhere else, enjoying something with your family members, or maybe you do have your own family rituals going on as it's a Pitru Paksh time, auspicious time is going on. But still, you are here to honor your ancestors, to pay respect to them and learn some energy ritual with me in order to heal your family lineage. That really it's commendable, guys. So first, let's clap for each other, guys. That you know, uh, we always keep on saying that the more modern we are becoming, we are leaving behind our cultural things, rituals, heritage. But this is a strong evidence, testimonial that testament that you all are here. So it means you are really interested to learn more, explore more in this topic. Amazing. So by the time we give 2 more minutes for other participants if they are planning to join. So till the time, can the participants who are present start typing in the chat window where you all are from? Just put in where you all are from. And if you're attending my session for the very first time, just type one in the chat window. Like let's say Mumbai 1 or let's say Pune 2, 1, sorry, only if you are for the first time. So I'll know who are the first time joiners. Okay, Amrita Patna, and I know Amrita has joined earlier my sessions. Let it come, guys. Madhuri, Mumbai. Okay, others, please switch your cameras on, guys. Swati from Navi Mumbai. Poonam from Haryana. Sharvari from Pune. Okay, great. I once again welcome each one of you to this beautiful session. I again thank each one of you for taking some time out for not for me, but giving this beautiful gift to yourself, to your family lineage. Okay, great. So let me share my agenda for you all today. As a first part of this session, I will make you aware what do we mean by ancestral wounds, how they are affecting our lives. I'll also explain how healing the ancestral lineage or how when we perform the healing processes, they benefit to cleanse our family lineage. Then we will get engaged into powerful ancestral healing practice. Let me tell you all that it will be a basic healing. As you all can appreciate, advanced healing requires considerable time and patience. But I promise you that even the basic healing will be powerful and it has a power to give benefits, provided you are fully attentive with me here. Okay, guys, do you promise that you will be with me with full attention, with full focus? The awareness that this masterclass is going to create is already going to put you on the trajectory of ancestral healing. Okay. Now, during this whole time, next 90 minutes, I'm going to give my 100% undivided attention and my full capacity. And in return, I also request the same from you all. And how do you do that? Just by switching your cameras on, guys. Energy exchange can only happen when both the parties are engaged with their fullest energy, right? So I request Hima, Poonam, Madhuri, Ashruti, Swati to please switch your cameras on. And I also request all of you to stay till the end to receive maximum benefits. As I have promised, those who remain till end are going to receive a beautiful return gift from my side. Who doesn't love gifts, right? Is there anybody out of you who doesn't love it? No, right? So if you love gifts, please type in the chat window RG, RG for return gift, which will show me your commitment that you will be there till end with me. RG. Okay, great. Lakshmi. Thanks, Ashruti, for switching your camera. Okay. Who else wants? Veena wants return gift. Lakshmi. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Plus, there is going to be a special announcement towards the end. So stick with me for the entire 90 minutes, guys. Okay, so let me quickly introduce myself. Many of you already know me, I guess, but just as a formality, I'm doing it quickly. I'm a certified Ho'oponopono Energy Chakras EFT healer, and I'm an NLP practitioner, certified NLP practitioner, and also a certified life coach. I'm passionate about helping my clients rewrite their new story by taking them from victim mindset to a victor mindset. Because I have done that for myself, and now I consider that as my duty towards the society. I consider that as my what you can say. This is like giving out what I receive from my mentor, now spreading it across others who need it. And through my healing and coaching, I love to help my clients live a happy, successful life, which should be full of passion, purpose, and abundance. So, are you all ready to start today's session? Type R in the chat window. Give me a go ahead, guys, or show me a thumbs up, whatever you feel aligned to. R, ready? Everyone says R. Let it come, guys. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It raises my energy, guys. Okay, so let's quickly jump onto today's topic, which is ancestral healing. I don't have any, let me first declare or give a disclaimer. I don't have any fancy deck to be presented, pictorial ways and all, because I'm assuming that you all are here to understand the topic. And when you have the intention of understanding, these barriers don't come, that I need to see everything visually and all that stuff. Okay, so just pay attention towards me and keep your whole, what you can say, attention and focus here so that you understand this topic. Okay, so what is ancestral healing? Anybody out of you has already tried or taken any course on ancestral healing or attended any session by any other coaches or maybe by therapists where you do ancestral healing spiritually, divine way? We all definitely, our families have some standard rituals that we follow. Each religion, each culture has its own ways of following those rituals, which are the more of a physical rituals, right? But on an energy practice perspective, has anybody tried any? Okay, Ashruti, you have tried. Okay, great. So those who have learned some energy practices and they have tried and they have received their benefits, I really appreciate that they gave it a try. And maybe later towards the end of the session, if the time remains with us, we would like to hear from you. What are your practices? But something that I learned and something that I practice, which gave benefit to me today, I'm here to share that out. So if it doesn't match or it doesn't go in line with what you already know or what you have already practicing, just consider, keep your mindset open and understand that this is something that we are doing in our mind. Everybody's mind is different. Everybody's thought process, beliefs are different. So something that aligns to you, something that fits as per your mindset system, your operating system, receive it in that sense. Okay, everybody agrees to that? I see people have switched their cameras back on. Guys, I'm requesting you. Half of the members have not switched the cameras on. I cannot allow you to sit there. Please, guys. I'm giving my 100% here. I want, however you are in your home clothes, I'm still fine. I'm not looking at you guys. It's just that I need to see you guys so that I know that you are fully with me here. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you. Okay, great. So let's hop back onto our topic. What is ancestral healing? Okay, ancestral healing is the process of addressing, understanding, and releasing ancestral wounds. Okay, so the wounds, what are these wounds? So these wounds are the elements which are passed down through family lineage, which leave strong imprints on the descendants, like energy imprints. These imprints can adversely affect current generation and future generations. How they can affect? Because they can manifest in various ways in future generations. Where do they influence? These ancestral wounds can influence first onto your beliefs. Okay, while learning this, try to reflect certain beliefs that your family lineage has been carrying. Okay, because this is a very reflective topic. So it can influence your beliefs, behaviors, action patterns, the mental and physical health and well-being. Thus, it continues to impact the further generations of the family lineage. Now, what are things these elements include? Like the wounds, ancestral wounds include unresolved traumas. What is trauma? Trauma is like painful experiences that affected our ancestors deeply. Any unresolved issues. So let's say they suffered from certain pains, emotional pains, and those remained unprocessed, unhealed. They were not fully processed. They were not fully healed in previous generations, which created disturbing or undesired behavioral patterns in the first generation, whoever went through it, and they just passed it down uh, through their children to next generations. Maybe some severe health issues, maybe some karmic cycles. Some person in your previous generation did some bad karma, and now the whole lineage, the further lineage is, वो भुगतते बोलते हैं ना, उन्होंने कुछ किया और आगे की जनरेशन को भुगतना पड़ता है. Certain generations, the previous generations, carried any limiting belief, about the overall safety, about the financial matters, or about the relationships, and they keep on instilling that into further generations, or any emotional burdens. For example, one particular generation accumulated a heavy grief, maybe due to cultural inhibitions, cultural oppressions. Uh, you get culturally oppressed sometimes, because of the cultural inhibitions. कि आप फीमेल हो तो आपको ये करने की अनुमति नहीं दी जा रही है. जैसे किसी कल्चर में कहते हैं कि लड़की है तो उन्होंने ये पर्टिकुलर पूजा पाठ नहीं करनी, या उन्होंने ये पर्टिकुलर रिचुअल में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं करना है. कुछ कल्चरल ऑपरेशंस के वजह से आपको किसी चीज that particular generation got deprived of certain opportunities. Okay, so those kind of, I'm talking about those cultural inhibitions. Maybe injustice happened due to the social norms, due to social discrimination, maybe strict family rules. So these all are considered as ancestral wounds, which keep on passing down to further generations. Okay, so ancestral healing is a divine and spiritual process which focuses on breaking these cycles, these inherited cycles. What is the purpose? To create healthier and more empowered life for future generation, the current generation, which is you, and the future generation. Okay. Now, what are the common types? We already talked about these and common types of ancestral wounds, but let me clear it with some examples as well. Okay. So first we talked about the trauma. Okay. It might be like trauma from a war or a conflict situation. So there might be multiple families, like your ancestors. They might have lived through war situations, invasions. जब मुगल जमाने में इन्वेजन्स होते थे, खुलेआम कत्ल कर दिए जाते थे, हमारे एंसेस्टर्स तभी भी थे, राइट? सो मे बी द पॉलिटिकल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स which resulted in trauma may be related due to the violence, maybe the relocation, अपना घर छोड़ के किसी को भाग के जाना पड़ा, maybe they lost their loved ones. Those wounds remained unhealed, and that generation started suffering from anxiety, fear, hypervigilance, and they passed it down to next generation. So now today, If suddenly you start having anxiety or panic bouts, you don't know what is the reason. That my life is safe, secure, I am a part of very beautiful, pampering, supporting family, but suddenly I have started suffering from a mental disorder, like starts from anxiety probably. For some people, it might go to some severe problem, till OCD, schizophrenia, whatnot, or multiple personality disorder, whatnot. But where it actually started, maybe long back from the previous generation. And that was unhealed from there. It just passed it on to you through the DNA. Okay. Next example could be, as I told you, cultural or religious oppression. Okay. So families that experienced maybe persecution, forced migration, cultural suppression, they carry ancestral wounds. Maybe because they lost their identity, they lost their जिसे कहते हैं ना मातृभूमि छोड़ के कहीं और जाना पड़ा. They picked up shame, fear, guilt, where they were not able to express their true heritage. Okay, recall the 1947, that trauma that happened when India Pakistan was getting separated. Okay, so these kind of things, they resulted in the feeling of disconnect with your true identity, cultural alienation, fear of standing out, fear of missing out. And now suddenly, if you feel that I feel really disconnected, I don't feel that I'm rooted into my identity, in my current identity, where it is coming from. Maybe it is coming from that generation जिनको ये ये इस टाइप का कुछ सिचुएशन भुगतना पड़ा, जिन्होंने अपनी आइडेंटिटी खो दी थी, जो कभी वापस लेके नहीं आ पाए. राइट. Next would be poverty or scarcity consciousness. Okay, so maybe uh, long back, your few generations, they endured long periods of, maybe 2 3 generations altogether, they struggled financially. There was a famine, there was a loss of resources. तो ये जो स्कैरसिटी का बिलीफ है, लिमिटिंग बिलीफ है कि लाइफ में कुछ अबंडेंस में नहीं है, कम है, पैसा भी कम है, धान कम है, एवरीथिंग इज, दुनिया में अनजस्ट पीपल है, लव की कमी है, ऐसे जो कुछ लिमिटिंग बिलीव्स है. तो ये जो क्या है, इसे कहते हैं स्कैरसिटी कॉन्शियसनेस. इट केप्ट ऑन पासिंग डाउन, एंड इट क्रिएटेड अ डीप रूटेड फियर ऑफ लैक, poverty consciousness. Okay, later it maybe got amplified in the current generations for limiting belief related to money and abundance. Another could be abuse, violence. Another could be gender based suppressions, women in particularly, because the the abuse or the disempowerment that they went through just because they are women, you know, that they passed down to their girl children, further girl children. A grief and loss we already talked about. Then karmic cycles. It's like certain families are experiencing repeated patterns of karmic loops. The traumatic events keep on happening in across the generations. Okay, for example, it might be addiction, it may be betrayal, uh, relationship traumas. जैसे किसी फैमिली में डिवोर्स, हर जनरेशन में एक डिवोर्स तो होना ही है. हर जनरेशन में एक outside marriage, outside marriage affair hona hi hai. Something of that sort trauma situation keeps on repeating, you know. So that is called as karmic cycle. Shame and guilt we talked about. So all these things are the examples, different examples of ancestral wounds. So how many of you were reflecting when you were listening to this, and they were able to reflect, they were able to identify certain things in your family? You don't need to say anything. It's just that, yes, say resonate, R for resonate, that you are able to reflect and resonate. R. Let me see. Let's be interactive, guys. You were able to resonate certain patterns. Maybe you saw your father thinking in particular way, and you now are reflecting that, oh, I also think around a certain situation, I have exactly the same thoughts. Automatically on autopilot, I think that way, or I behave that way, you know, something like that. RR, everybody. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being so attentive. It shows that you are listening to me carefully, and you are trying to reflect as well. You're trying to really learn. Okay, this shows that you all are learnable. Amazing. Okay, thank you. So let's go ahead. How the ancestral wounds manifest into descendants. Okay. So first symptom, that how you know that you have ancestral wounds. Okay. So look around in your current generation, within you, your current family, like your peer family, around your age, maybe your siblings. If there are any mental or emotional patterns, like constantly feeling guilt, show low self-esteem, shame, anxiety, depression, okay, they may have originated, or they may be linked to ancestral wounds. Okay, there are different reasons altogether. Okay, but this is one way as well that you go on exploring, because in case everybody of you might be knowing that I have come out of my anxiety and panic issues, and later when I dig down, I try different healing modalities for it, and later I could land on this reason that it was ancestral. It was coming from my family lineage from mother's side. Okay, so this way you try and test for multiple things, and then you get to know to the root. And once that awareness has happened, then if बॉडी में पेन कहाँ है यही पता नहीं है, तो या प्रॉब्लम कहाँ है वही पता नहीं, उसके लिए पहले रिपोर्ट करते हैं, राइट? हम जाते हैं और मेडिकली रिसर्च करते हैं, फिर जाके डॉक्टर हमें दवाई देते हैं या उनका प्रिस्क्रिप्शन देते हैं, उसके पहले डायरेक्टली रैंडमली नहीं देते। तो बेसिकली एनर्जी प्रैक्टिसेस के लिए भी कोई एक ठोस प्रैक्टिस नहीं है. You have to reflect a lot. You have to maybe do through journaling, through meditation, through going into deeper level thought process by self. You try to connect the dots, and then you get to. So some of you might be self-empowered to do that, like the way I have become. But initially I was not. So ultimately I also had to take help of somebody, who would lead me towards these processes and help me understand the root causes of things that I was doing. Okay. So first thing, symptom to check is whether your current generation is going through any mental or emotional patterns, any unexplained fears or phobias. Okay, so for example, irrational fears or phobias which doesn't align with your current personal experience or the current family structure that you have. जैसे किसी को फोबिया होता है, किसी को ओसीडी है, तो घर में सबको लगता है कि सब तो ठीक चल रहा है, इसी को अकेले को क्या प्रॉब्लम है, why you are like that, and people will start pinpointing and you will go more into the shame. घर में सब तो ठीक चल रहा है, तुम्हारा ही अकेले का क्या है इमोशनल ड्रामा एंड ट्रॉमा. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू रिलेट विद दिस, that sometimes maybe it has happened with you or maybe somebody else, that why you are the only one who is creating all the fuss about it all. But they don't know that maybe you are carrying something within you, some energy imprint that you also don't know where it is coming from, and suddenly without your awareness, suddenly you spring and you give that kind of reaction. Okay, so you need to work on that consciously. So for example, in my case, I have a acute acute fear to certain sounds, like जब घड़ी का अलार्म बजता है, पुराने जमाने में घड़ियां होती थी जो कैसे बजती थी, टिन टिन, ऐसे टाइप का साउंड आता है, तो मुझे बहुत ज्यादा डर लगता है. मुझे लगता है पहले कुछ भी करो, आई स्टार्ट गेटिंग पैनिक्ड अबाउट. Now I don't know what is the reason of it. Maybe I'll take some hypnotherapy session or maybe a past life regression session, which will reveal to me where it is coming from or what is the reason. So no, it's a further study or further what I have planned for myself to go further with. But I'm just giving you the example, how you can understand कि unexplained fear है किसी चीज का, किसी स्मेल का, एक acute what you can say, आपको एक अटैचमेंट है किसी पर्टिकुलर स्मेल से इन अ पॉजिटिव वे, और किसी पर्टिकुलर स्मेल से आपको नफरत है और आपको रीजन ही पता नहीं, या आपको डर लगता है, एक प्लेस से पर्टिकुलर डर लगता है, किसी पर्टिकुलर पर्सन की एनर्जी से डर लगता है. You don't even know that person is a reincarnation of somebody from the past generation. You yourself are also the ancestor of yourself. Do you know that? Sometimes you also are the ancestor. You are a reborn from your previous incarnation. So you have some karmic debts with that person. That person comes to you, comes in energy container of you, and you start feeling suppressed. Suddenly you start feeling choking, and you just want that person to go away from your life, or you feel so uncomfortable that you would want to go away. So these are some symptoms to understand. Some inherited beliefs. See about you have certain self-sabotaging beliefs about yourself, that I'm not worthy enough, I'm not successful enough, I'm not loved enough, I don't feel safe and secure enough. Like it sometimes can be traced back to ancestral hardships or traumas, or especially the major impact it creates on relationship patterns. So recurring issues in relationships, like let's say codependency, abandonment, or betrayal, cheating in the relationship. Okay, this may indicate to unresolved wounds in the family lineage. Okay, so I just wanted to have a quick check that how many of you were able to relate, or how many of you were able to uh, understand and are with me so far. Just give me a okay, great, great, perfect. Okay, so let's move ahead. So the key element which are getting catered in ancestral healing is, as I told you, first is generational patterns. कुछ common patterns है जो चलते आ रहे हैं, उनको cater किया जाता है. Okay, so जैसे मैंने कहा कि many of the struggles that we face in our relationships, health, wealth, as I told you, that might be influenced by the patterns which we have inherited from ancestors. Then, so basically, these are the wounds, emotional wounds. These happen due to the emotional wounds which repeat across generations. Examples may repeat करियो, anxiety, depression, PTSD. On mental level, these are the things. OCD, and on suicidal depression में जाते हैं तो suicidal thoughts भी आते हैं, वो भी inherited ही होते हैं. Okay. On physical level, diabetes. How many of you know and how many of you think कि मेरे घर में डायबिटीज है, प्रीवियस जनरेशन में था, तो मुझे तो होना ही है, मान के ही चलते हैं. PTSD is post-traumatic disorder syndrome disorder, something like that. ट्रॉमा में चले जाने के बाद आपके लाइफ में जो चेंजेस आते हैं, आपके मेंटल और फिजिकल एक्शंस में भी है, उसे पोस्ट ट्रॉमेटिक सिंड्रोम्स कहते हैं. दैट इज PTSD डिसऑर्डर, पोस्ट ट्रॉमेटिक सिंड्रोम डिसऑर्डर. Yeah, so this is on your physical and mental wellness, but not just that. Specific money patterns, if they are repeating, relationship issues, specific career blockages. कोई कोई लोग को करियर में इतनी दिक्कत ही आती है, जनरेशन बाय जनरेशन ये चलता है, ऐसे लगता है यार बाकी के लोग तो आगे जा रहे हैं, मेरा ही क्या प्रॉब्लम है, या मैं ही क्यों आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रही हूँ. एक सर्टन सा एक एनर्जी ब्लॉक है, क्या है पता नहीं, बट मैं आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रही हूँ. ओके, सो दैट काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग. Then career blockages, fears, beliefs, and behaviors we talked about. Okay, these are the symptoms. Okay, ancestral trauma के example क्या होंगे? It's like that transmission of traumatic experience, और उसके generation by generation effects आगे के पीढ़ी में या आगे की जनरेशन में दिखाई देना. इसे दूसरा एक वर्ड कहा जाता है इंटरजनरेशनल और ट्रांसजनरेशनल ट्रॉमा. ओके, दिस इज अनदर वर्ड. Okay, so why, how they affect? They basically psychological and emotional wounds they create in a particular one generation, which affects the further generation. So how many of you know the example of Hiroshima and Nagasaki nuclear bombings? Everybody knows what severe effects or impact it created, those bombings created. How many of you know the riots that took place after India and Pakistan separation? Right? जिसकी हमने अभी बात करी थोड़ी देर पहले. And how many of you know the what you can say, उसके लिए कोई word ही नहीं है, Holocaust episode that tortured so many innocent Jews by cruel Nazi officers? If you have learned the history of the global history. For that matter, the natural calamities like tsunami, बाकी के तो चलो man-made थे, but natural calamities, tsunami. So these were some terrifying examples of some terrifying events from human history around the globe. And these horrific events impacted that complete generation. Do you agree? That generation, living generation at that moment. And it didn't stop there. We thought that everything got taken care of later on and it stopped, but it actually did not stop over there. People who survived out of those events, some of them continued their lives with their unresolved traumas. Those were the traumatic events for them. Some got infested with fear, phobia, hypervigilance. We talked about certain symptoms, right? But they did not resolve. They did not go for a therapy, to resolve them, to heal those things. And those unhealed traumas kept they unknowingly. It's not their fault. Unknowingly, they kept on passing towards next generation. So there are stories that in Japan, still there are some children who just the plane goes about their houses and they start panicking about it. Yes, British rule as well, Lakshmi. That is a kind of cultural and political suppression that people went through. They some people got converted from their religions in the British rule, right? They lost their identity. So that is a correct example. So so basically people who survived and they didn't heal their traumas, later their fear and depression, they passed on those emotional experiences through their DNA to next subsequent generations. Okay, तो ये एक हो गया, जो हो गया ancestral trauma, इसे कहा जाएगा ancestral trauma. Next element would be generational or lineage curses. Okay, so this concept suggests that certain families or lineages carry negative energies or curses passed down from previous generations. Okay, हम अभी बिलीव नहीं करते, हम उससे बोलते हैं ना, तूने मेरे साथ बुरा किया ना, तेरे को मेरा शाप लगेगा. अभी वो इतना शार्प लगता भी नहीं है. मे बी आवर थ्रोट चक्रा इज नॉट दैट मच पावरफुल, वी आर नॉट दैट मच पुअर डिवाइन एंटिटीज, बट मे बी प्रीवियस जनरेशंस वर. जो ऋषि मुनि कुछ शाप देते थे कि तुम्हारे अगले 7 पीढ़ियों को भुगतना पड़ेगा, दोज कर्सेस वर रियल. वर्ड्स हैव एनर्जीज, गाइस. वर्ड से वो जो कर्सेस निकल के आते हैं. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू नो दैट पंडु को, ये जो पांडवों के पिता थे पंडु, उनको श्राप, उनको श्राप था कि यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू एंजॉय इंटिमेसी विद एनी वुमन. Why? Because karma. He he happened to उसके बाण से, उसके तीर से किसी डियर, आई गेस डियर वाज इट, राइट? डियर कपल था that they were trying to be intimate, and the male deer got killed by his arrow. So these are the stories that we know. So maybe some of the ancestors did some horrific thing, karma, towards somebody, and that somebody's family cursed. कर्स मतलब जानबूझ के नहीं, बट अपने मुंह से. इसलिए हमारे एल्डरली हमें हमेशा कहते हैं कि बुरा ख्याल अगर मन में आए तो 1 2 3 4 काउंट करना चालू करो. खुद को कूल डाउन करो, मुंह से बुरे शब्द मत निकालो. उसका बहुत गहरा मीनिंग है. वाई वी शुड नॉट डू इट? बिकॉज यू डोंट इवन नो योर वर्ड एनर्जी इज अफेक्टिंग समबडी एल्स. कितने लोगों को आदत रहती है जब उनको बहुत गुस्सा आता है तो वो कर्स मन ही मन में उस दूसरे बंदी को कर्स करते हैं, बट वो आउट लाउड कह नहीं पाते, तो दे स्टार्ट मर्मरिंग लाइक ऐसे ऐसे. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव सीन पीपल डूइंग दैट? दैट इज कमिंग आउट ऑफ extreme anger, extreme what you can say, suppression that they are going through. So this needs to be healed, this needs to be processed. That is why in today's era emotional empowerment courses are in boom, because people have understood the kind of impact they create. If you are not able to process your emotions, how you are going to affect the further lineages. Because ultimately on energy level we all are one. हमें लग रहा है कि हम दूसरे फैमिली मेंबर को, जो हमारे फैमिली लिनिएज में है भी नहीं, उसको कर्स कर रहे, बट कहीं ना कहीं हम सब एक दूसरे के एंसेस्टर है. कहीं ना कहीं हम सब, जब ये दुनिया स्टार्ट हुई तो ऐसे कहा जाता है ना, हमारे पुराने वेदों में, कि मनु करके एक फर्स्ट इंसान था, उससे ये आगे की जनरेशन, इसके लिए मानव कहा जाता है हम सबको. हम सब उसके डिसेंडेंट्स हैं. तो कहीं ना कहीं हम में वो अंश है. हम सब एक दूसरे के रिलेटिव्स एंड एंसेस्टर्स लगते हैं कहीं ना कहीं. तो इसीलिए ये हमेशा याद रखना है कि we should not be let out the curse. You don't know how it is going to impact the further lineage of that person. Okay, everybody with me so far? Are you enjoying? Are some light bulb moments are coming for you? Are there any aha moments for you? Mind blowing learning is happening today. Thank you. Okay, great. So, so जनरेशनल लीनिएज कर्सेस मैंने अभी जस्ट एक्सप्लेन किया. अब ये सब क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि हम सब हमारे फैमिली लीनिएज से डीएनए शेयर करते हैं. 50% डीएनए वी आर रिसीविंग फ्रॉम फादर, 50% फ्रॉम मदर, एंड द सेम ट्रुथ होल्ड्स फॉर देम आल्सो, राइट? तो कंसिडर करो, तुम्हारे मॉम डैड से तुम्हें 50-50 मिला, तुम्हारे मॉम को उसके मॉम डैड से 50-50 मिला, तुम्हारे फादर को उनके फादर से 50-50 मिला, एंड नाउ कीप ऑन applying the same rule for subsequent previous generations. So now do you understand how through DNA physically those words are getting passed down to you? So in a way, in a summary nutshell, we all have energy imprints of the people of our previous ancestors from our family lineage. And if we don't become aware of it, if we don't process them, if we don't take proper care uh, to break that pattern unconsciously without our conscious awareness, we are passing them down to our further generations. Okay. So, and why we do that? Because we just keep on assuming that because my family had this pattern, you just accept it that for me, this is going to happen. Okay. So sometimes identifying, acknowledging, and accepting doesn't help. You accept the responsibility that yes, I do belong to this family and hence I'm going through this pattern. But then on top of that, one needs to take the responsibility to break that pattern as well, right? So good news is that we can be the chain breaker or the pattern breaker. How we can do that? By practicing ancestral healing. How many of you know the story of पुराणों में जो story बताई जाती है भगीरथ की? How many of you know that story of Bhagirath? His yeah, thanks Swati. So his ancestors, I think last उसके पहले के 7 generation या 9 generation के या 500 generation के ancestors को मोक्ष नहीं मिला था. कुछ कार्मिक साइकिल्स डेथ्स हुए रहेंगे जिनके वजह से भगवान ने उनको मोक्ष नहीं दिया था, एंड दे वर लाइंग ऑन द अर्थ इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एशेस, भस्म होके रह गए थे. नाउ दिस फेलो भगीरथ, he decided that he will break the chain, he will break the pattern. And because the heavenly abode is not accepting their souls, his ancestors' souls, they were not welcoming his ancestors' souls. This guy did for the purification of his ancestors' souls. He brought the whole Ganga river onto the earth. If you don't know the story, go and read out this story. Very beautiful story. हमारे सब कल्चरल, हमारा जो हेरिटेज है बहुत वास्ट है, बहुत रिच विजडम उसमें भरा पड़ा है. दिस स्टोरी डिनोट्स दैट यू कैन बी दैट भगीरथ ऑफ द मॉडर्न ईरा. वो गंगा जो ने भगवान शंकर की बहुत तपस्या की और भगवान शंकर ने प्रसन्न होके गंगा को, उनके जटा में गंगा रहती है ऐसे कहते हैं ना, तो वो गंगा को धरती पे भेज दिया. एंड गंगा इज सपोज टू बी वेरी होली वाटर, एंड व्हेन दैट वाटर फ्लू ओवर द एशेस ऑफ हिज एंसेस्टर्स, they got relieved. The uh, ancestor soul got relieved. Okay, so we with the awareness we can be modern Bhagirath who by doing some powerful ancestral healing practices can give peace, harmony, and moksha to our the souls of the ancestors. Those who are yet remain बीच में रह गए हैं, जिनको मोक्ष प्राप्त नहीं हो पा रहा है, मे बी ड्यू टू सम अनरिजॉल्व्ड कर्मास, मे बी ड्यू टू सम अनरिजॉल्व्ड जिसे बोलते हैं ना डिजायर कंप्लीट नहीं हुए एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. ओके, सो इन आवर कल्चर this Pitru Paksh is considered as a very auspicious time when it is assumed that our ancestors descend down on the earth plane from the ancestral plane, and they are available around us in the form of spirit guides. So this is a perfect time we do ancestral healing rituals. So during my healing journey, I figured out that definitely we must do the physical rituals who you believe in which you believe, your family believes, no doubt about that. But are we doing it consciously or are we doing it just mechanically? Just पापा ने मम्मी ने कहा कि आज किसी को दान देना है, नानी के नाम से किसी को दान देना है. Do we consciously engage from here? आर वी डूइंग इट, और आर वी डूइंग इट किसी को कपड़े डोनेट करने हैं। कोई फैमिलीज में ऐसा होता है कि घर में कोई मैरिड फीमेल को बुला के उनको कुछ साड़ी और ये सब देना है। दीज आर सम फिजिकल रिचुअल्स आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट। एवरीबडी विल हैव देयर डिफरेंट रिचुअल्स, but most of the time we do it just because your elderly told you and you put a tick mark around it. How many of you can relate? How many of you? Right? Correct. So what I understood, the more I'm working, doing the energy work, I understood that if we do some conscious energy and inner work rituals to honor our ancestors, it gives us great results. And it has to be done in a spiritual and divine way. When we do it, how what impacts it creates is it provides the personal healing. When we release ancestral traumas, we experience greater emotional clarity, greater personal freedom, relief from our subconscious patterns that are no longer serving us. It's just that they are there in our subconscious. सबकॉन्शियस ने होल्ड करके रखा है क्योंकि वो पास डाउन हुआ है। सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को पता ही नहीं है उसको प्रोसेस कैसे करना। फोबिया है, मुझे फोबिया था रोड क्रॉस करने का। फोबिया किसको होता है भाई, बट मुझ में था। अब तक at still the age of 30, now I am 41, till the age of 38, when I was not into this healing space, I used to be, and I used to hide it. I used to feel shameful about it. My husband always used to come at the side. अगर रास्ता क्रॉस करते व्हीकल यहाँ से आ रहा है तो he knew that I am very much fearful about it. He used to come here and then he used to help me cross, like that. And I have hidden this fact because I used to feel shameful about it. अब ये क्यों है? जितना मुझे हीलिंग जर्नी में इनिशियल प्रोसेस में समझ में आया, तो मैं जब I was at the age of 13, I had met with a road accident, very nominal. That was nothing like life threatening or something. But I could ट्रेस इट डाउन टू दैट इवेंट कि उसके वजह से जो ट्रॉमा एक छोटी बच्ची के मन में क्रिएट हुआ, लाइक दैट वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ इनर चाइल्ड हीलिंग दैट आई डिड. So I healed that. I actually took one healing session by a professional healer, and I healed that trauma. Now I'm no longer, because I have created the awareness, that this is not something that is serving me. छोटा सा एक गली का रास्ता क्रॉस करते वक्त भी मेरे दिमाग में आता है कि कहीं यहाँ वहां से, दैट हाइपर विजिलेंस स्टार्ट playing in my mind. So this is how the healing processes works. First thing is always to get the awareness and get the acceptance. I was not ready to accept that I'm fearful about this. How does it show, or how can we say that we are not able to accept? Because I was feeling fearful and shameful to share it with people. I used to hide it. Nobody knew in my family except very closed ones that okay, Shubha को ऐसा डर लगता है करके. It means that I'm not ready to accept myself. This is what we learn when we start healing. First, to love and accept yourself. आपके सब कमियों, खामियों के साथ, फ्लॉज के साथ खुद को एक्सेप्ट करना पहले सीखना पड़ता है। और जब एक्सेप्ट करते हैं तो यूनिवर्स अपने आप हेल्प देना शुरू करता है। हेल्पिंग पीपल को, अपॉर्चुनिटीज को भेजना चालू करता है कि आप उसको हील करो। समझ में आया? ओके, बट दिस डेफिनेटली इज रिलेटेड व्हाई आई मेट विद दैट वेरी सुपर सिंपल चीज थी। एक रास्ता फ्रेंड के साथ क्रॉस करना था एट द एज ऑफ 13। यू कैन इजीली डू इट, हर बच्चा करता है। बट मेरे मन में जो हाइपर विजिलेंस का डर था, जो हम जिससे डरते हैं वही डर बोलते हैं ना, अपने पीछे पीछे चला आता है, तो वो हाइपर विजिलेंस पहले से था। अब उसका कनेक्शन कहीं ना कहीं डेफिनेटली पास्ट लाइफ से हो सकता है, या मे बी कुछ पैटर्न हो सकता है, जनरेशनल ट्रॉमा पैटर्न हो सकता है। सो दीज आर द थिंग्स दैट दैट काइंड ऑफ अवेयरनेस generational healing can bring, ancestral healing can bring. Okay, so you get personal freedom and relief from your subconscious pattern. Subconscious pattern के लिए मैंने अपना एग्जांपल दिया. Okay, healing the another benefit is healing the family dynamics. Ancestral healing can shift the energy within the family relationships. It brings greater harmony and understanding. Okay, it can also positively affect future generations by preventing the transmission of unresolved wounds. अब मुझे पता चल गया कि मेरे wounds अगर मैं unresolved रखूंगी तो मेरे further generation को उससे नुकसान पहुंचने वाला है। वो एक अवेयरनेस क्रिएट हो गई, तो मेरे अगले जनरेशन का डायनामिक्स पे मैं क्लींस कर रही हूँ. एंड ऑल्सो इट हेल्प्स स्पिरिचुअल ग्रोथ बिकॉज वी कनेक्ट विद आवर एंसेस्टर्स, we deepen our spiritual awareness. It provides the sense of connection. जैसे निकल के चैलेंज में कहा था, राइट, कि हम कभी कभी भूल जाते हैं हम हमारे जॉयस मोमेंट्स में, सेलिब्रेशंस में हमको याद करने को, तो वो एक कनेक्शन भी एंसेस्ट्रल हीलिंग से एस्टैब्लिश होता है. So in a way, it does not only liberate the individuals, but it also breaks the cycle for future generations. Okay, like that. So yeah. So just wanted to take a moment now to check with you all. Are you loving this session? Okay. So let's take 2 minutes for me to understand what are your takeaways so far. Just little pointers. Can you put it in the chat window, guys? Anything that you resonated the most with, something that you could reflect for your own family, something that you really loved, something that was a light bulb moment for you. I hope and I know that many of you are taking running notes while I'm sharing this beautiful knowledge with you all today. What did you learn? Just share in the chat window some keywords, so that if anybody else, so maybe Lakshmi learned some topics and maybe Amrita was 2 3 minutes she was not available, she missed on something. So what Lakshmi is posting will give awareness to Amrita, something like that, let's do that. Nobody learned anything? I don't see any. Addiction. Okay, Ashruti, addiction pattern. Okay, that was one of the thing. I'm asking from concept perspective. I hope you were attending with full focus. Concept perspective, what are the things? We all are connected. Okay, Swati, able to figure out. Madhuri says, I'm able to figure out some of my habits, which even I don't know where they are coming from. Some things which I almost fail to handle, how much even I try. Okay, yeah, correct. Those are the energy blockages coming from the past generation. Perfect. Good reflection, Madhuri. Let it come, guys. Anything else? You all are, I guess, still processing what you went through. Okay, no worries. Okay, so the whole idea, yeah, correct. So now let me remind you all the challenge, the ancestral healing challenge that we are running in our community. So I hope everybody is participating into that challenge. Okay, few of you are reaching out to me in DM. They show me their screenshots. They give me a confirmation that yes, ma'am, I'm doing it. Those who are not, I highly recommend that very beautiful, powerful rituals I'm sharing. 15-step process. उसका कुछ ऐसा particular sequence नहीं है, but something that I feel divinely guided with. I keep on posting it on in every day. So the whole idea behind designing this 15 days ancestral healing challenge is that is the same that we just talked about in this session today. Okay, so let me just summarize. Today is the 5th day of the challenge, and for those who have missed on those challenge, let me summarize what we did. Day 1, I asked you to draw your family tree till past 3 generations. Okay, you must include only your parents. बुआ, चाची, मामी जरूरत नहीं है, because we understood अपना डीएनए कहाँ से आ रहा है, मदर एंड फादर से आ रहा है. तो तुम्हारे मदर एंड फादर एंड yes, yes, Lakshmi. Diseases also we carry. I talked about it. The health problems. Perfect. Great. Great learning. तो डे 1 को हमने फैमिली ट्री ड्रॉ करी 3 जनरेशंस की, प्लस हमने हमारे घर का एक रूम या कॉर्नर डिसाइड किया जहाँ पे हमने ऐसे मन में इंटेंशन बनाया कि आज से मेरे एंसेस्टर्स मेरे साथ मेरे घर में यहाँ पे रहने को आ रहे हैं. ठीक है, सो वी वेलकम देम बाय सेटिंग आवर इंटेंशन. डे 2 पे हमने एक्नॉलेज किया, अप्रिशिएट किया, ऑनर किया हमारे एंसेस्टर्स को बाय पेइंग gratitude for the strength, resilience that they provided to us, any wisdom, knowledge that they passed on to us, जो भी हमारे innate knowledge है, talent है, skills है, जो हमें पता नहीं है अपने में कैसे आए हैं, हमने उसके लिए उनको gratitude पे किया. Some heritage property that you inherited or anything, money that you inherited from the ancestors, आपका उसमें कुछ ये नहीं है, आपके नसीब में था, आपको मिल गया. इन सब चीजों के लिए हमने gratitude सेकेंड डे पे किया. थर्ड डे पे वी एक्नॉलेज एंड वी टुक अ नोट ऑफ their struggles, their sacrifices that they made for their survival. ठीक है, कोई ट्रॉमेटिक इवेंट जिसकी हमने बात करी, जिसके थ्रू वो गुजरे, कल्चरल और पॉलिटिकल सप्रेशंस दैट विच यस सैक्रिफाइस. थर्ड डे वाज एक्नॉलेजिंग द सैक्रिफाइसेस. एंड कल हमने वी सॉट फॉरगिवनेस फ्रॉम आवर एंसेस्टर्स. we maybe unknowingly or knowingly, we blamed them, we cursed them, we disrespected them, we dishonored their memories, we did not include them. तो ancestors में हम हमारे पेरेंट्स को भी इंक्लूड कर रहे हैं. वो लाइव है या वो अलाइव है या एक्सपायर्ड हो चुके हैं, बट दे आर अवर एंसेस्टर्स. तो हमने कभी ड्यूटीफुली उनके उनके प्रति हमारे ड्यूटीज में, कर्तव्य में कभी कुछ कमी आई है, तो हमने मन ही मन में उनकी कल क्षमा मांगी. ठीक है, तो ये अभी तक के 4 डेज. सो टुडे इज द डे 5. So I decided to whoever is present today with me, we will whatever is the 5th day activity, we will do it together. Okay, so today we will use ancient Hawaiian Ho'oponopono prayer to heal our ancestral wounds. Okay, so are you all ready to heal? So this will be a basic Ho'oponopono healing that we will be doing. Okay, so I want everybody to switch their cameras on. If you want the healing to be really effective for you, I want you all to settle down at your places, keeping your cameras on. Settle down at your places. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Keep your palm on your chest. For initial few seconds, keep your palm on your chest so that you get connected with your heart chakra and you are in the present moment with me. Later on, if you feel the discomfort, without my permission, take your hand down. It's okay. Okay. Start focusing on your breath. Feel the power of the moment. Start taking slow but deeper breaths. Try to be in the current moment. During last 1 hour, whatever we learned, maybe we went back into our memory lane in the past. We had lots of thinking, lots of reflection. Maybe some of you have got lost into those memories. Gently pull your mind back into current moment. Just keep on focusing on your breath. Inhale. Let the air deeply go till cellular level. Let it bring everything that is cluttered in the physical and emotional space inside you. And while exhaling, make a sound. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Inhale the whole oxygen. Let it go inside the body. Let it cleanse, purify. Let it accumulate. Let it bring all the accumulated toxic energies from cellular level and just flush it out through exhale. Feel your body lighter. Feel the bliss of the moment. And now, in front of your mind eyes, invite your ancestors, whomever you can recall. First, invite your parents, your mother, your father. If you are married, invite your in-laws as well. Take the responsibility from your spouse side's ancestors as well, because they ultimately are going to affect your children. So invite them as well. Now gently for these 4 individuals. Try to recall their previous generation. Take your time. I'm giving you next 1 minute. Just recall them and imagine that they are coming and standing in front of your mind eyes. For example, आपके मदर के पीछे उसके मॉम डैड खड़े, आपके फादर के पीछे उनके मॉम डैड खड़े. ऐसे सबको gently, very respectfully invite them and ask them to stand over there. It doesn't matter whether they are alive or not. Energetically, just create their figures. And now, if you are able to recall the people, ancestors from grandparents' generations, grand-grandparents' generations, if at all you know their name, just let the name flash in front of you. If you know how do they looked through the photographs that your family preserves, or some arbitrary figure, just imagine that they all have gathered here to bless you, to seek respect from you, in anticipation that you are taking the responsibility to be their Bhagirath for their family lineage. Now take a deep breath. Say out loud at your end, I take 100% responsibility of my feelings about my ancestors. Let's repeat. I take 100% responsibility for my feelings about my ancestors. I acknowledge and accept that I might have inherited certain pains, certain sufferings, health issues, or behavioral traits from my ancestors. And I'm completely okay with that now onwards. I'm ready to take complete responsibility of these ancestral wounds. And now I intend to heal myself from these wounds to break this generational pattern. In order to allow my future generations to thrive. Take a long, deep breath and let this intention sink in. Feel the strong connection with the soul energies of your ancestors. They are right now in your energy container. They are with you. Just by setting the intention, you have sent the peaceful vibrations to them. The peace is washing over them. Feel it. And now visualize or have the intention to talk with your God, with the universe, or with your higher self, and say out loud, Divine Creator, Father, Mother, Son as one. If I or my family members my relatives or my ancestors have offended you or your family members, your relatives or your ancestors, in thoughts, words, deeds, or actions, from the beginning of our creation till present, we all ask for your forgiveness. Let my prayer cleanse and purify release and cut all the negative energies and vibrations. All the negative memories and blocks. And transmute these unwanted energies to pure light. And it is done. And it is done. And it is done. Visualize that from up above, a healing energy is descending. It is falling upon you and your ancestors who are standing together. All are receiving the healing. The whole family lineage is receiving the healing. Now imagine that behind you, your further generations, your probable future generations are standing. You, your spouse, your children, your grandchildren. And this healing energy is passing down through you to the future generations. It's like a flood of healing energy, flood of healing river gushing down in the whole family lineage. It's pure, as pure as the water of river Ganga. See the smile on your ancestors' faces. They feel happy, peaceful. Those who did not liberate due to these unresolved traumas, they are ready to liberate now just because you took this action today. They are happy receiving this gift from you today. Now let's chant Ho'oponopono healing prayer for your ancestors for 11 times. I want you to look at your ancestors. Join your hands. And I'll chant Ho'oponopono prayer. Keep on listening to it, and those who already know Ho'oponopono, they can chant it with me at their end. Dear ancestors, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Let the grace flow. Dear ancestors, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Let the grace flow. Dear ancestors, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Let the grace flow. Dear ancestors, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Let the grace flow. Dear ancestors, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Let the grace flow. Dear ancestors, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Let the grace flow. Dear ancestors, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Let the grace flow. Dear ancestors, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Let the grace flow. Dear ancestors, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Let the grace flow. Dear ancestors, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Let the grace flow. Dear ancestors, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Let the grace flow. Take a long, deep breath again. I'm leaving you all here in silence for next 1 minute or so. And I want you to recall the memories of your ancestors. Maybe you spend some time with them. Anything that you want to ask forgiveness for. Anything that you want their guidance for. Anything that you are currently having situation in your life for which you want them to guide you by being your spirit guides. To evoke your intuitive powers, psychic powers, whatever it is that you want from them. Blessings for you, your children. I'm leaving you in silence for next 1 minute or so. You have your own conversation and talk with your ancestors in this time. I also want you to simultaneously feel the sensations if at all your body gives in this trance time. Just keep on taking awareness and note of the same. Now, gradually, try to bring your awareness to the current moment. Come back into the present moment. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and gently open your eyes. Rub your palms, touch your forehead, eyes, whole face. Ah. And now I would like to ask, how was your overall experience? If someone wants to unmute and say, I can allow two people to unmute and say, so that we will honor the time as well. Anybody who wants to say something, question and answer, I will try to stay in the session even after the session gets formally closed so that I can answer those who are interested. But today I was not intending to, add question answer. Then the masterclass becomes of 2 hours. And on a Sunday morning, I didn't want you all to get bothered with long session. Okay, so I'm seeing Lakshmi had some question, but Lakshmi, I request you to remain till end. And if some all wants to remain, it's okay. Yeah, anybody wants to share anything? How did the session go for you? Was it a lovely session? Did you all love it? Anyone wants to unmute? Yeah, Lakshmi, yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
I think I'm getting echo. Is there somebody else in your room who has kept the, maybe two people are logging in from the same room or something like that? Try to unmute again.
Yeah. I hope you can hear me properly. Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, this was a very wonderful session wherein I was able to recall my ancestors from my father's side, mother's side, and as well as my husband's side, parents and grandparents and great grandparents. I was able to visualize and I was able to ask the forgiveness, like knowingly, unknowingly, I might have hurt them, or I wouldn't have thought of them during my happiness or during any function, grand celebration where I'm doing. Knowingly or unknowingly, I would have done that. So for all those, I ask the forgiveness, and I'm feeling light now. I was able to see all of them in one shot, like a small images, and the whole light were falling on myself and the entire my ancestors.
Wow.
Now I'm feeling good, actually, very good. I'm feeling
very powerful. Your visualization powers are, imagination powers, it means are very, what you can say, good. Great visualization power. Very good. Thanks a lot, Lakshmi, for sharing.
Thank you.
And I saw your question. It is asking about, we are here to break the pattern, the good things and features. That is okay. We will acknowledge them. No, we paid our gratitude for them. Why we need to break them? Healing is all about coming out of the toxic energies. So something that is good, that is flowing, some good habits, we will always honor them, cherish them, embrace them. Okay, good. Yeah, anybody else who wants to share? Hindi में भी बात कर सकते हैं. I would mind. Anybody else who wants to go? Vaishali has already shared. Lovely session. Thank you, Vaishali, for loving it as usual. Okay, great. So time for a return gift, guys. So let me take a screenshot. Yeah, you want to say something, Sharvari? Please go ahead.
Thank you, Shubha, for this wonderful session. I think with the ancestral healing, we can communicate with them, which we otherwise which we cannot. Okay, so we can seek their blessings, and we apologize for our mistakes here.
Correct.
So I think this is a great experience, and I'm feeling very light, and I am very emotional at this moment.
Yeah, I could see so. Let it release. Drink some water. Let it get
Yeah.
released.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Love you, dear. Amazing. Amazing. So, yeah, thanks a lot. Let me have a quick screenshot, guys, because the return gift that I am committed, I'll reach out to you for that. I want everybody, I want to take a small screenshot. I want to take a screenshot for a small fraction of a second. Those who will be able to switch the cameras on, please do that, guys, so that Veena says, thanks a lot. It's wonderful session. Make me remember my ancestor, remember the sacrifices. Thank you, Veena. Madhuri, magical session. It was great to talk to them like I did earlier. Tears came to my eyes and got me. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, I'm taking a screenshot. If those who have not switched the cameras on, sorry, I cannot help you. No, sorry, I'm not smiling in the screenshot. Again, smile, everybody. Everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've taken it. And now let me announce the return gift. So I've taken a screenshot so I know who are the claimants of this return gift. So I thank you all, first of all, and for joining, for trusting me, for showing up and remaining me till end. And I'm happy to announce that you all deserve a return gift for this. So as a return gift, I'm going to share 10 beautiful affirmations for ancestral healing that you can recite this whole Pitru Paksh. Okay. To each individual, I am sending something that are from my personal favorite buckets that I keep on doing, and especially I started this practice from last Pitru Paksha. So I have collated, I have seen effects, positive effects from them. So I'm going to share it with all of you. Happy with this gift? Okay. So just wanted to ask you guys that if just the awareness and basic healing has created this much impact, so can you think how the advanced level and ancestral healing practices will work wonders for you? Do you think that? Do you think that if the basic one is creating such an impact and the awareness that it is bringing, how wonderful would be to do the advanced level healing? So I'm happy to announce that as a part of my Blissful Night Rituals program, many of you already know that I host this program every night for my community members, where we do engage into regular energy practices. I'm going to conduct 5 days advanced healing boot camp. These starting from tomorrow, every night, like Monday to Friday, 5 days, every night, 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. These are going to be power-packed sessions where we learn few more deeper level concepts about ancestors. We learn some structured processes to heal the generational patterns and traumas. Okay. So shall I reveal the energy exchange amount for this 5 days advanced course? Okay. So say bring it on BIO in the chat window so that I share the price, guys. BIO. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Amazing. Okay, so the value of this program is 10,000. However, to honor this Pitru Paksha time, I'm delighted to make it available for you only for 2,999. 2,999 for 5 powerful days, powerful power-packed sessions for ancestral healing. This Pitru Paksha time comes only once in a year. And if you practice the energy rituals with me live while the auspicious time is still on, that is going to be a gift from you to your entire family lineage, including your ancestors, including your future generations, your descendants. After this, you may need to wait for 1 whole year to avail this chance again. So those of you who would like to avail this opportunity to work on their ancestral wounds, traumas, and receive the benefits from advanced healing and advanced ancestral healing, I request them to reach out to me in DM so that I can help you with the enrollment process for this 5 days course that I'm starting from tomorrow. Good news for my BNR participants is you don't need to pay me anything. For you, this boot camp comes as a complimentary gift. So this is what the beauty of BNR program is, Blissful Night Rituals program. My participants, not only in a moment, I know that some of you would be totally new what this BNR program is all about. I'm going to share a bit for that as well. But hold on your patience till I give a beautiful announcement for that program as well. So this is what the beauty of BNR program is. Ancestors Blessing started. Yes, Madhuri. Okay, great. So this is what the beauty of this Blissful Night Ritual program is. Because this program goes for about 3 months, daily energy work ritual, and whatever respective times keeps on coming. जैसे अभी नवरात्रि आ रही है, दिवाली का टाइम आएगा, लक्ष्मी पूजन टाइम आएगा, तो ये सब स्पेशल ओकेजन्स पे जो भी मैं स्पेशल सेशंस अनाउंस करती हूँ, जो बाकी लोगों के लिए हमेशा चार्जेबल रहते हैं, बट फॉर BNR दीज आर द स्पॉट बोनसेस. Okay. So for example, today I had not planned it. When I started my BNR 3 months membership program, by the September end, this program is going to get end. The second batch is going to get end. Uh, this uh, this was not planned. That ancestral healing is something that I'm going to conduct, and I get divinely guided to do something for my community. I announce it, and across the 3 months time period, tenure, something that comes up, BNR people usually 99% they get this for free. Okay. So yeah, so I would just like to know who all are interested in advanced ancestral healing. Maybe if they can raise their hands right away, or maybe they can reach out to me in DM later, and I can guide you with the ancestral healing process, how to enroll for this. But wait, I'm receiving a guidance from my ancestors right away. Do you want me to give a better offer to you who really want to take it as a serious, who want to give it a serious attempt, who want to be the Bhagirath of their family lineage, who are really keen to work towards their ancestral healing? So those who will take action today itself and who will book their spot for this close, they get the ticket to this 5 days boot camp only in 1,499. Okay. And this offer will remain only for today, till today midnight. From tomorrow we are starting 9:30 p.m. So you have the time to enroll for the course, 2 days, but only for today I am giving this spot offer the way I'm guided now, 1,499. Now, why I'm lowering this price so much? I told you the value of the program where I learned what I understood. The value of the program is 10,000, worth rupees 10,000, guys. But why I'm lowering this much? Because I want maximum people to receive the benefits. I don't want you to be deprived, or I don't want you to deprive yourself and your family lineage this chance of healing the ancestral wounds just because the course fee is high. I don't want finance to be the barrier in your ancestral healing journey. Okay, so the offer will end midnight today. From tomorrow, 12 in the night, that time, the price goes back to 2,990. Okay. So I have one more important announcement to make. How many of you would like if I offer this 5 days ancestral healing bootcamp free for you? If even this offer, whatever the offer I gave you, that before midnight, the price is 1,499. But if I withdraw from that offer as well, how would you like? Would you like to have it as a complimentary gift? How many of you would like it to have it as a complimentary gift? Okay, but for receiving something, you have to give something. Okay, so for those who wish to have this as a complimentary gift, I would like you to invite all of you to my beloved BNR program that I was talking about, which I'm starting. I'm launching the third batch of it from October 1st week onwards. Okay, so I'm taking utmost pleasure in announcing the third batch of this beloved program. This is my biggest project of 2024. BNR stands for Blissful Night Rituals. It is a healing and manifestation practice workshop, for health, relationship, career, money, and much more. We all know that the practice makes man perfect. So there is a 21-90 rule, guys. Always remember that our consistent practice for consecutive 20 days, they create solid habits. But when we extend those habits to 90 days, it shapes our lifestyle. This is the exact foundational philosophy on which the BNR program is designed by me. So this is a 3 months membership program where you get a chance to join me live each day, 5 days a week, to practice meditation, journaling, affirmation, visualization, healing, gratitude. So it's a live workshop for us to practice manifestation through law of attraction and healing. Okay. So every night before you sleep, you get a chance to spend 45 to 50 minutes with me as I guide you to reprogram your subconscious mind in a structured way. Okay, so I'm starting, the tentative date is to start it from 1st October, most probably Tuesday, every night, 9:30 p.m. to, it goes for around sometimes 10:20, 10:25, 10:50. Okay, so now what's the deal? Okay, so the value of this whole program, 3 months program, is worth rupees 15,000. The regular price of the program is 4 times 9, 9,999. Okay, but to honor this Pitru Paksh fortnight, and for my beloved Mavericks community, if they want to be a part of my sunflower community. Now, what is sunflowers community? This BNR participants, I profoundly call them as my sunflowers, because every night we raise our energy vibrations to start our new day with a sunflower energy, like, a radiant, vibrant energy. So those, my beloved Mavericks community members who want to hop on and to be my, as I told you, BNR community is very special to me. They always get benefits of everything at first hand. Most of the time, some new courses, something that I run, they get first hand, healing and manifestation to them, as because they are a part of this program. Okay. So to honor this Pitru Paksha, I'm deciding to offer this 3 months super transformative power pack program only at 4 times 8. Here else, I would like to give you a better offer to real action takers. Okay. So for early birds, if you claim this offer today itself, no, the date is 23 September. I have announced it already on the Mavericks group. Till 23 September midnight, if you book your journey for Blissful Night Rituals, you get the early offer of still 1,111 less, that is 7,777. Okay. So along with that, what are the bonuses that you are getting? You get the free entry ticket to 5 days, this live ancestral healing sessions, which I'm starting from 23rd September. So for that, you will have to first book it with some minimum amount, so that I'll consider you for the ancestral healing for the next 3 months BNR program as well. Because for the BNR booking, the time I'm giving is 23rd September. 23rd September midnight. But because I'm starting this Ancestral Healing Bootcamp from tomorrow, the more, the merrier. Okay. Plus, what cherry on top bonuses. So these are the cherry on top bonuses that I'm explaining. So first is you get free ticket to this 5 days Ancestral Healing sessions. Second is you get the free entry pass to my upcoming 5 days Inner Child Healing Bootcamp as well. Okay. I'm designing the bootcamp, so dates are to be announced soon. Plus, something that you are going to get blown away with this. When you book your journey for BNR, which I'm starting from October for next consecutive 3 months, you get a free ticket for the first month of this program for your anyone, like it's add-on ticket I'm giving you for your spouse, son, daughter, mother, father, sister, brother, any family member you can bring free for the first month, so that they experience the healing and manifestation for the whole 1 month, first 1 month, like 4 weeks, 5 days a week. Plus, I give you free access to the boot camp that I recently conducted, 8 days boot camp on energy chakras meditations. Okay, so we worked on each of the chakra. You all must be already aware that we have 7 power centers, energy centers in our body. So there, I conducted recently a very powerful 8 days boot camp for energy chakras healing and activation. You get free access to those recordings. So how many of you are loving this offer? And do you think the value 7,777 is worth this price? You get Ancestral Healing Live, absolutely complimentary. You get 3 months of membership to consecutive 3 months, power pack, energy healing, practices of law of attraction, manifestation. You do it live with me. Plus you get 8 days energy chakras meditation, bootcamp recordings, free access, lifetime access. You can go through them whenever you want. You can do the regular practice with them, plus 1 free ticket for the first month of the BNR program, not the Ancestral Healing Bootcamp, not the not the ICH Bootcamp, Inner Child Healing, but for the first 1 month, October whole month. Okay, so remember from 24th September onwards, the offer will go back to 8,888 for BNR program. Okay, and for ancestral healing, it will go back to 2,499 from tomorrow. Okay, also cherry on top bonuses will also vanish after the given date. Okay, so act fast. Early bird offer will remain till 24th September midnight IST. The souls who are interested to join me in this beautiful program, I recommend you not to deprive yourself from this golden chance. All right, so this was from me. I am stopping exactly at 8:31. I'm opening the platform now for your questions and answers. Anything that you want to ask me, you can go ahead. And those who want to carry on with their Sunday daily home chores, please allow yourself to do that. Bye, guys. Those who have kept the cameras off, I don't know whether they are listening to me. Okay, so I guess no one has any questions. Are we good to close the call? Thank you, Ashruti. Bye bye, all.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, Vaishali, you're asking something?
No, bye.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Have a good day.
Kirti is asking, all are the symptoms you mentioned are from ancestors. Not necessarily, Kirti. It's like when you engage in deeper level practices on daily basis, you start understanding the patterns. It's like, see, healing is like peeling off layer by layer of your personality. It's a continuous journey. It's not one fit solution for all. But the way I told you, right? Initially, I thought anxiety is something because of my current stress. So I kept on dealing with that, fixing my situations in my current reality, which was not helping to me. Then on a deeper level practice I did, and then I understood, oh, it is the womb trauma that I'm going through. When I was in the womb of my mother, she went through certain situations in her life. She felt traumatic. She went through some emotional experiences, and the reason came out that the root of my anxiety is the fear of death. Okay, and yeah, so something of that sort. But that I had to go through a shadow work. That is again a different line of healing now. That was a complete 1 month program again, deeper level. So inner child healing का एक दूसरा version होता है जिसे shadow work कहते हैं. I went through that as well. So I've worked on myself a lot. So that is why somewhere you need to start healing. So then you get the alignment, then you keep on going or moving deeper into that. Sometimes you understand, oh, these are the karmic cycles coming from previous ancestral things, something like that. So the more awareness you create, the more deeper you go, you start healing. So yeah, it's a blissful journey, and everybody's experience is different. So symptoms, all the symptoms, we cannot guarantee that these are from ancestors, but we should give it a try. That is why the BNR program helps you with not only ancestral healings, we do different kinds of healing. We use energy chakras healing, we do NLP healing, what else? Trauma healing. We have all possible healing modalities that I have learned throughout last 2 years of lifetime. I'm employing that for my BNR guys. I told you it's a beloved community or beloved uh, some people who are close to my heart, and I do the best that I have learned. I give them in that program. Okay, Madhuri, thank you for this session. It was really divine. Thank you. Always give best to others. Thank you, Veena. Excited to start. Yes, Veena. Yes, welcome. You have already registered for BNR. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Veena. Okay, guys. So I hope no one has more questions. And sayonara. Bye bye. I'm hoping all you to join BNR program for next month onwards. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend ahead.